So a couple other things that we have in this release is better integration with the BI server. In 3.5, what we did was we had the auto submit, so that whenever you made a parameter change, so whenever I came in and saw like a parameter, every single time I made a change, it would always update the report. So, and most people, like in this case here, I'm not done doing anything to this report. So you could disable what we're doing is that the auto submit is a actual setting on the report definition. So when it runs on a server, it'll either invoke this auto submit or not. So by report, you can have the auto submit enabled or disabled. Another thing that you'll notice is that when you saw that red box pop up, so hit classic cars here, when the auto submit turned on, when it updated the list, there's nothing selected here yet. So it's saying, hey, look, you need to submit, you need to pick a value here on this. So we are now doing some validation on your parameters, as well as if you set like a threshold. So if I said that my values were either 1 to 3, if I punch in 5, for instance, and hit view report, it would say no, you're not allowed to use that. You can see only between the values that you requested. So again, there is some validation test that we are doing now with these parameter fields. Last, I want to kind of go through something new that most people aren't aware of with the release, is being able to embed resources. So for instance, in this report here, you'll notice that I'll go to File and hit Resources. There's an actual kettle file associated with this report. So that's what we're using inside our query. So I've named that resource movie param, and if you look at my query, movie param is that parameter. So when I use this report, it's going to use. So how do you do that? It's very simple on how to add a resource to a report. You can even do images as well. So if you want to put a whole bunch of images and just specify them by their parameter name on the image field, you can do that as well. But this is what I'm just going to go in and create a new report and do this process for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to File, Resources. I'm going to import one in. It's asking me what kind of file it is. It's a text XML file. I'm going to call it movie transform. Oops. So this should go there. This is the file. So I'm going to go and find the file now. So I'm going to go on my desktop. Under my sample directory, there is a movie KTR. Hit OK. So there's my resource added. So to use it, all I gotta do is go to Pentaho Data Integration, since I know query. Instead of putting actually going to the file and browsing I'll just go and say movie transform. It's looking at it from the file. Give me the report columns. Preview the data that's in there, because it's going against a web service that has some default values associated with it. We could also modify if it wants to do and map to the parameters with inside that transformation. But again, that's it. So then I have my data source hooked up, and what makes this nice is that when I need to push this on the server, I don't have to figure out how to get my transform onto the server, my transformation on the server, all I have to do is move their report because the transformation is embedded into the report definition. So that concludes this overview and review of the features and functions of Pentaho Reporting 3.6. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Goodbye.